Yeah, hi there. These comments are for SM or SW, your initials, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. Okay, so let's take a look at your situation. So you say, I am SM. I'd probably say this here, and am preparing for the TOEFL exam. My friend, you want to say, gave me your email ID. I've given my exam last November. I would say here, instead of that, you're trying to use the present perfect tense to explain that idea. I would just use a simple past and say, I took my exam last November in 2015. So remember, we don't say I gave an exam unless you're the person who created it. You might say your professor gave you an exam and then you took the exam. You say, since then I am preparing. And I would say this, I would use present perfect progressive here. Say, I have been preparing for the exam on and off. So my score is, I would say my score is reading 18, listening 15, speaking 25, and writing 17. Okay, so let's take a look just for a minute here. Let me put in these. Let me see what your subtotal, your total is. So you got 18, you have 15, you have 25, and you have 17. So this puts you at 75. You say, in order to work as a licensed physical therapy assistant, I need 21 in reading. All right, so let me put my notes up here. So right now you know you have 75, right? Okay, let's take a look here. So obviously you need a higher score. Okay, so you need to get 21 points in reading. I'm going to put that in here. So you need to get 18 in the listening, so that's not very high. That's probably pretty easy for you to do there. You need to get 26 in speaking, and then 24 in writing. So that puts you at 89. So you need to score 89 out of 120. Right now you're at 75. So then the question is, you need to take this exam. Let me look at what you say here. You say, I need help for a speaking section, and I believe that I can manage other sections by myself. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I highly doubt that you can manage the writing by yourself. Your writing score right now, I mean, let's face it here, you are 17 points out of 30. You have a lot of problems with your language use, including both grammar and vocabulary. You're having problems organizing and developing your answers. So in my humble opinion, I think that you should really, in addition to the speaking area, you should definitely utilize the writing part of my course. I mean, your speaking is right around 25 points, or maybe you have this backwards, I don't know, but you're saying your speaking is 25, your writing is 17. So based on the information you're giving me, you need a lot of help with the writing area. So you say, I need help for speaking section, and I believe that I can manage the other sections by myself. I mean, I'm looking at just the grammar that you have in this email that you sent me, and it's very clear to me that you need a lot of practice with your grammar and your vocabulary also. You say, I'm a mom of 2 kids, Chaitan 6 years old, Vaibhavi 2 years old. I need to do all household chores by myself. I feel tired sometimes. Maybe put a semicolon here, then you can say, however, I need to finish my TOEFL. I'm really looking forward to work, I would say here, to working as a physical therapy assistant so I can fulfill my dream. I can spend 5 hours studying every day I've taken a date for my test, which is on December 3rd, 2016, so I'm really looking for help, sir. All right, so first of all, you don't have enough time. So December 3rd is not even close to enough time to help you get to where you need to be. So that is my first suggestion. And what I want to do now is I'm going to go ahead and give you, I'm going to explain to you some things that you can do right now that I think will help you. So to go from 75 to 89, you're probably looking, I'm guessing here, at least 3 months, maybe even up to 6 months. Even though you're studying 5 hours a day, it takes time. It honestly does. It takes time to solve a lot of the problems that you have right now. And most likely you're not going to get all these things solved just in a month's time. So that is my suggestion. So my first suggestion is, can you accept the fact that you probably need to study for about 3 months, at least minimum? And what you can do is, my recommendation is, after 3 months, if you want, you can take a full-length IBT practice test at my website. Actually, it's a link. I will send you over to another website I've partnered with, and you can take this 5-hour TOEFL exam. And you can do that as a practice test so you can mark your progress. You can get more familiar with the structure and the format of the TOEFL exam. And finally, you can develop the strength and the stamina needed to take a 5-hour English test. So that's my suggestion, is follow my plan for 3 months, then take a full-length IBT practice test to mark your progress, and see how you do on the speaking section, see how you do on the writing section, and then see what your subtotals are in the reading and the listening, and then you can make a determination about whether or not you can reach your goal, right? That would be my recommendation. So, now of course, you're the person paying for this service. So of course you can use my service however you want. So if you only want to focus on speaking, right? Based on the email I'm looking at, I think that what you should do first of all is spend time in the pronunciation area of my course. And one of the first things you want to do is to complete my pronunciation pretest. I would do that right away. And when I listen to the pretest, I will take a look at which vowel and consonant sound you're having trouble with, and I will tell you which lessons you can focus on in order to improve your intelligibility of American English. So that's one of the first things you want to do. Now the second thing you want to do is to start sending me speaking practice tests. That's probably the next thing you want to do. And when you send me your practice test, I will listen to each practice test. I will give you comments in 3 specific areas: delivery, language use, and also topic development. So then you can see what types of problems you're having, and then which lessons in my online TOEFL course you can review in order to continue on your path to scoring 26 out of 30. So at least for right now, those are my recommendations, right? At least focusing on speaking based on what you're looking for. Now remember that I believe that you need to focus in many areas of my course: writing, speaking, pronunciation, vocabulary, grammar, even the listening and the reading areas of my course. However, if you only want to focus on speaking, you can certainly do that, and you can follow this 2-step plan immediately by completing the pronunciation pretest, and then start sending me speaking practice tests on a daily basis. And that would be probably a pretty good plan for you. All right, does that make sense? Anyway, thank you for your email, and all the best to your high-scoring TOEFL success.